Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Just getting up and running here. Oh. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Just trying to sort out my TV electronics here. Okay. Hey, Dominic,
Hello, Eddie.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Don't know whether or not, and for how long, Joe will join us because he's been really busy today. So,
Oh no.
Mia, stop, stop.
Hmm.
Right back. I'm gonna check Mia a second.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
Okay. What time? No, get over here. Say that. Okay. Laura.
All right. Oh, jeez. So, how's the weather been there?
Well, kind of sunny and muggy. But it's only 75 degrees, but feels like 85.
Yeah, we're about to nudge 70 again. So we're getting in there. Yeah. Yes.
How's everybody else been doing? We don't have a lot of people here, Dominic, so.
No, because they're all over watching Matt and Dennis.
Oh, are they
You ju-
on? Okay.
Yeah, Matt and Dennis are on doing a live from Queensland. As I said yesterday, his sunrise is early.
Yeah, usually it's on like 8 o'clock Friday.
Yeah, but because he's in Queensland with Ari and Matt, it works out different. It's like 4. I think he said it was 4:13 or 4:14 p.m. Eastern on Thursday afternoon.
If I'd have
So it's
known
about
that, I
40.
wouldn't have hustled around like this.
Yeah, they started at 4. No, started at 5. No, 3, sorry. Trying to think. It would be, yeah, they started at 4 p.m. Eastern because it was 6 a.m. here.
So how long you think they're going to go? A couple hours or?
I reckon they probably go about another half an hour, 45 minutes. Going by what they did yesterday, it was an hour and 35 minutes or so. So I reckon probably 30 minutes, probably. Going by Dennis's normal run, which is usually about 90 minutes, or when he runs out of battery. Because they have to run out of battery soon. It's an old Mavic. So yeah. Oh well, here's David.
Bit delayed.
Hey, David, how's it going?
Don't ask.
How's it traveling in the UK?
It's not. I am absolutely steaming hot. I don't feel too good. My throat is sore. My chest is
Oh.
tight. And the doctors think it's anxiety. Yay. Again.
Mm. Yeah, I know.
I've got a bit of a cough.
Uh-uh. That's no good. But how's the weather?
That's Paul. That's
Well,
Justin.
the weather here is kind of sticky but nice, sunny.
Oh, good for you. Well, you can just turn this weather back around and take it fucking back.
You got some temperature.
No, it's it's a storm
Oh.
that came from Florida or somewhere. One of their tropical storms, and it's arrived here as Storm Lillian.
Oh, really?
Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I thought the whole house was falling down. The wind was that strong.
No kidding.
Like, where the bloody hell did that come from?
Mm.
Just had your name on it, right?
No, I'm not Lillian. I'm only Lillian on a Saturday.
Well, both you and Dominic are co-hosts. Kind of keep an eye on the channel, will you? I got a
Yeah.
quick run to the loo, to the bathroom.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, what damage can we cause?
Exactly. Jesus.
Well, that's a bit of a bugger, isn't it?
What's a bugger?
The ice cream van's here,
Mm.
as they call it. Packing 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Left me on my own. I've got the chat up from Dennis Lovelady and Matt's live stream. I started 72 minutes ago. So that's great. Looks like they're having fun. Hello, Mark. Yeah, trying to watch another stream while I'm on this one is challenging.
And I'm back in the room. What did I miss?
Oh, you just missed that I was mentioning that Matt, Dennis, and Ari are still going with their sunrise stream from Queensland. It's the only thing you've missed.
Nothing much then.
Yeah.
Nearly missed the arrival of Mark. And he's humming.
There
Hello.
he is.
Yeah, right.
Good evening. How is everything there? How are you feeling?
All right.
Oh, that's all right then.
Once I found a comfortable position to sit in, it's okay.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah. So it's onwards and upwards, as I would say.
Yeah. Fortunately, like I said, it's high enough up that it's sort of like when you lean back against something rather than when you actually sit on something.
Oh, okay.
Yours were on the outside, wasn't it?
It was at the top of the buttock.
Yeah, but on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had a pyloneular sinus abscess about 25, 30 years ago. The same one that you had.
Uh,
I had
What did
that
I
long.
miss?
I wonder where it caught it from. Austin?
Mark,
Yeah.
Mark's here. That's the only thing you've missed.
Hey, Mark,
Hi,
that's the
Paul.
only thing?
You're busy, yeah. Yeah, well, you were busy. You were indisposed, so
Yeah, definitely
That's
indisposed.
yeah.
I've had these cramps all day and they're just coming out in drips and drabs, you know?
Oh no, that's
Oh, well,
It's not
it is
good
what
to
it
have.
is.
Yeah.
Part of getting old, I think.
Yep,
It's
that's like
the glue that'll make it all come out at once.
What's that?
I said, get yourself a nice Vindaloo curry, that'll make it all come out at once. It might burn a bit.
I don't know. I've tried a lot of different things, but even when I take the double dose of the laxative, you know, the pills,
hmm
it used to do wonders. Now it just kind of dribs or drabs.
Oh no.
Well, as long as it comes out.
Yeah, as long
Yeah.
as it comes out, then you don't have the problem that I had.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
here comes Justin.
Here he is.
Hi, Justin.
Yeah.
Welcome to Emergency Ward 5.
Yeah.
That's where David's going to be. He keeps vacuuming during Fortnite.
What was that?
He said, "Welcome to Ward 5." I said, "That's where David's going to be if he keeps vacuuming during Fortnite."
I'm sorry that I want to talk to my partner while you're hijacking her.
What are you doing?
No, we used to have a medical drama TV series called Emergency Ward 5.
Everybody
Yep.
thought you were Justin. You were over on Matt's channel with welcoming
No,
Dennis.
no, he was playing Fortnite with Laura. He actually rang me to tell me to pack it in with a Hoover because I was hoovering up.
Hey, good. Hello, Brenda. Brenda.
Thank you,
Brenda.
Julie, Brenda.
I
Hi,
remember.
everybody else in the chat.
There isn't many other people in chat other than Daryl and Laura.
No, I think they're all. There's a
Brenda.
few over on Oh, there's only 4 watching now
Mm.
over on Dennis.
Over on Dennis?
Dennis is-
Okay.
Yeah, over on Dennis. There's only 4 watching.
And are they really watching or are they just sitting, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well, one of them's you, Dominic.
Hey,
Yeah, one of
Justin,
them's me.
Laura's starting on you already, Justin. So anyway, I went and did 2 ships this afternoon and I just got back
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't had a chance to even look at them or edit them yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, I downloaded them, so they're there.
Well, that's a good start.
That's
where
a
you
good
start.
starting point. Yep.
Yeah, that's where you start. You download them and then you sit back and ignore them.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Well, I just went out to bring the cat in because it's raining. And she's,
Oh,
So the one I
okay.
went down to get, I got there late, so I started out late. And
she's hiding underneath a neighbour's car and she won't come out.
Oh, no. But at least she's not wet.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a quick tour of the 2 ships I did.
Oh, awesome.
Can you guys see
Yeah,
that
this
all
one
right?
is. Oh, nice. Yep, we see
Well,
it.
that's when I got it in the air because it had already gone up underneath the bridge. Normally I get it sooner, but I was late for the party.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
What's up, Daryl, Laura?
That's an articulated tug barge. That's the
Brenda.
Olive Elmore. Both of them are old, have been around a while.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
that tug's giving it just a tip.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to tug up its bunghole. Yep.
There's a couple of other little personal watercrafts down the side. You could go and annoy. Oh, okay. So that's not a person. That exhaust pipe there.
No, that would be one big person, I'll tell you that.
I know. It just looked, yeah, just out of the corner of my eye. I said, oh, there's a person there. So you got one ship, one little boat going the other way, and 2 following it out. To look on the sides, yeah.
Well, that's bigger than normal, or it's got
Mm.
a crane than normal.
When they got them little bolts on the end, it always looks like the little bolts pushing the big bolt, going, "Come on, move! Get out of my way!"
Yeah. It does look interesting. And then we're away.
Hey, David, have you seen Walker's 3 new crisp flavors?
Ooh.
Heinz baked beans,
No,
beans
So-
on top.
sausage sandwich with tomato sauce.
Oh God!
Is that the Bunnings version?
A cheese toasty,
Oh, nice.
They've been
And
going
the-
for a while.
a roast chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The roast
please.
chicken sandwich, cheese toasty, and they do a Heinz baked beans
I'm
and
not.
then a Heinz beans on toast.
All right.
Oh, awesome. Now, do
Different
they
areas- yeah, different
do
areas.
they have
different crisps at
specific
different
colors
times.
for specific flavors? Or is it just one package comes all? Or they different
What's
colors?
up, Jason?
No, one literally.
The sausage sandwich was like a maroony color,
Okay.
and the cheese toasty was a light blue.
Yeah, the Heinz baked beans are like a paley green.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jason, I was a little confused by your video, your live stream, because it said DJI wireless mic, but then you were sewing something on the sewing machine.
Close enough. Here's Donald.
kid.
Hey,
Good
Donald.
evening,
Donald.
sir.
Oh,
Yes,
there's this
yes,
pupper
bud.
dog and he's big.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good,
what?
size-
Pupper
that's a good
dogs.
size schnauzer.
I'm just now picking her up, making
Oh,
sure she goes pee before she gets in my truck.
it's a good looking dog.
They
Well, I
say
thought
you're a
you-
good looking dog, Spud.
Why do you have a dog?
Some friends of ours went out of town and asked us to watch their puppy dog.
Ah, okay. I didn't know if you like went and got a dog today or what.
Uh-uh.
Well, he went and
looks
got it,
like-
but he's only temporary.
Yeah, we're just puppy sitting.
Now, if you hadn't have disappeared so early this morning, you'd have heard.
It looks like they got a couple cherry tomatoes coming right by. I ought to just steal those since they're ripe.
There's a home business for you, Donald. Open a doggy daycare.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
people do that.
Yes, they do, and they make a lot of money. At
Yeah.
it too.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, people
Dog
pay a
walkers are
lot of
really
money
big
to.
over here.
Oh, dude, they pay a lot of money to board dogs too.
I got too many tomatoes. I don't need any more. So I look at those cherry tomatoes, like I could steal those 2 cherry tomatoes. Got some.
Well, they're only going to go off if they're left on the plant.
Probably.
Yeah.
Her asparagus is finally coming into its own. I bet she's getting some harvested off that next spring.
Hmm.
See all that feathery stuff?
Oh, so that is not a seasonal one. It's a perennial.
It'll be back next year.
Okay.
So, yeah, asparagus takes a few years to actually get enough of a root to produce. So,
Isn't it like 3 or 5 years or something crazy?
something like that. But these look like
Yeah.
good sized plants. She's probably going to get some good harvest next year.
Now, does that dog mind you pretty well?
Oh no, Spud, do you mind? She said she don't mind what I say.
Yeah, that's all right then.
I had that one coming. I know it.
So I take it the dog does know you, kind of thing.
Yeah, she knows me.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, Miss
Sunstar, Brenda's feeding the squirrels as we're talking.
Oh,
Do you
great.
do you know Dawn? Do you know me? Yeah, she knows me. She knows me. Yeah.
What's her name?
Spud.
It's a female, so shouldn't it be called Spadina?
No, it's Bud. Just Bud. I got your toys at the house. What do you think? Are you wanting to go back in?
Probably looking for her parents.
Probably. They left her this morning.
Yeah, but they come and go regularly. It's not, they're gone, not usually gone this long, right?
Yeah, and she
Hey, Jason, how's
also
it
has
going?
she was eating.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah. You okay, that your toys? Hey, you got your turtle? Go get it. Bring it here. You gotta bring it here. Good girl. Ready? Go get it.
She's a sweet dog.
Good girl. What else do we have in here? We have your buffalo. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get your buffalo. Go get it. Spud,
What?
Go
She
get it.
wants you to get it.
go get your buffalo.
So, Mort, what do you think of Lillian?
Spud, go get it.
Mark,
get
Mark,
it.
what about Lillian? What?
Well, nobody thinks of her.
Who the hell's Lillian?
You're going to find out at 5 a.m.
Storm.
Are
I'll
you looking
bet-
for?
I'll bet you
Typical.
£40,000 I don't find out about her at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Bet you do,
Yeah,
because at the time it's due to hit Manchester.
I'll be asleep.
She's looking for her mama. Already. Well, it looks like they got your
They're
bed
up to
here
80
and your
miles
lead.
an hour.
I take
Yeah.
it Lillian is our storm that's coming then.
Yeah, it's the. I think this should be the final storm of the year before they go back to square one.
The hell is
Oh,
that
no.
thing, Donald?
Yeah,
What?
what's that in your hand that you were just?
I have no idea. It was in her bed. I don't know if this is her shot collar leash or if she's not wearing a shot collar. So,
Hmm.
and there's not one in here.
Maybe
don't know
it's
what that
something
is.
Huh.
Could be something that fell in the bed by accident when they gave it to you.
Or it could be something she grabbed and put it in her bed.
Yeah.
Eh,
Don-
up on the shelf. I don't think she grabbed it.
yeah, Donald's pressing the button and the garage door's going open and close, open and close.
Yeah.
They live close to you, or you had to go?
Oh, not too far. About 5 minutes.
I'm just saying, all
Oh.
these people are having you babysit their dogs. You might as well open a business doing it. Shit.
Well, I think that I could be wrong. Now, maybe he's getting paid for this, but I think he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
I don't have a heart. Shut
up.
Yeah,
When
where
did he get
did
that from? When did he get that?
Stop spreading these evil rumors that I have a heart. What the hell?
Okay, Scarecrow.
That's a brain, goofball.
It was the
That-
iron.
it
Man.
was the Tin Man.
Oh, Tin
Yeah.
Man. He didn't have a heart.
I don't think the Scarecrow did either, but
No,
Oh.
Scarecrow didn't have a brain.
Scarecrow needed a brain.
Well, he didn't have
And
a heart
Lion
either.
needed
Technically, he was just full of stuffing. But all he wanted was a brain.
And the lion needed courage.
What? Spud's looking at me like, "Are you insane? I
me
can't
see
believe I'm
that.
being left to you."
where's the dog at? Let me see. I didn't get to see it because I was
Oh.
away from the computer.
Let me open up here. All right. Am I here? There I am.
Yeah.
Come here, Spud.
Oh, that's a cute little dog.
Isn't he?
Cool.
And now is that a
She-
puppy
it's
or
got
is
a
she
ma-
grown?
it must be.
Oh, no, she's grown.
Because it's got a male spud and it's a female dog.
She's full grown. Yeah. I don't want kisses. I don't want them.
Look at her looking at him like, well, you
He
gonna
likes to
take
look
him
you right in the eye.
then. How long you watching her for?
I think till Sunday. Maybe late Saturday.
Just 2-3 days.
Spud, did they take food
They-
over to our house for you, or am I supposed to get food?
See, I could totally see Donald sitting in the backyard getting attacked by 20 little puppies.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of the
That'd be a
backyard.
great job until one of them died.
Oh yeah. They don't make enough Kleenexes for that.
Let me ask my wife. I don't know if they brought food or I'm supposed to get food. Let's see here. Her bedding leash is on the table by the back door. I got that. She had a bath, so she smells clean. She does smell clean. Our other dog food bowl is in the kitchen by the utility door. That's the small one.
Don't forget the water bowl as well.
She brought a water bowl over the other night, she said. Okay. Let's see, do I need to get
And you need to find which cupboard's got all the dog treats in it.
And I would assume they would have sent dog food with her.
Besides that, you've got to guess.
We're
what-
gonna. It doesn't matter. She don't need treats. We're gonna sit on the couch. We're gonna watch movies and eat popcorn. That's treats, right? You gonna eat popcorn with me? Your mama don't want you to have popcorn, but I'm gonna give you popcorn, aren't I? I'm gonna give you popcorn. And maybe French fries.
Dogs love French fries.
They do.
My old dog, he wouldn't eat the French fry unless you dipped it in ketchup first. He would look at you and he wouldn't eat it, but the minute you dipped it in ketchup and gave it to him, he'd eat it. You picky little bastard.
We'll wait for Kathy's answer and then we'll go. Okay?
Yeah,
We're gonna wait for Kathy's answer and then we're gonna go.
when Kate goes to McDonald's, she's got to bring Precious back a cheeseburger and fries.
See here, they give, if you go through the drive through they'll give your dog a pup cup. And it's just whipped cream in a cup, a little cup.
Oh yeah.
You can ask for one.
Okay. She says it in the basket with the toys. If not, we'll be back out here fetching puppy dog food for you. So here you go, get in the truck and go bye-bye. You gonna go bye-bye?
What's up,
You gonna
Jim?
go bye-bye?
Jody?
You
How's it
go?
going?
Yeah. You gonna go for a ride? You gonna go for a ride? Look at those ears.
Oh, I wonder what
No,
movie
boy.
Jason. Oh, Jason, if you're gonna tell us you're gonna go watch a movie, at least tell us what movie you're going to watch.
All right. She's like, yeah, I want to go for a ride. Let me lock this back the way I found it.
Hi, Jody. Jim.
I'll tell you, I absolutely enjoyed Deadpool at the movie theater. That was definitely worth the.
It was definitely
No.
worth going to.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Jason.
There you go. Something to help you, Donald.
it. Game over. Your dog won. Discard the squeaker.
I think the next film I'm going to look for and watch is definitely going to be Despicable Me 4.
Where's Bud?
Think about me.
Yeah.
Miss Bud, come here.
You a fan of those movies? I take it.
Just look at my avatar.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, all right. Is it right there? You be a good girl.
Oh,
I don't
you-
think I've. I think I've only watched the first one. I don't think I've seen any other ones.
you
I know I've seen the first one a couple times. I don't think I've watched. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and see.
Like in 3, he gets married to the other female spy, and in 4, they have a baby.
Me and Aubrey watch movies together like that sometimes. Sat and watched the Barbie movie with her because she wanted to watch that.
Start off. You wanted to watch it.
Oh no, Spud, I forgot Thunderbolt.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
When there's a big controversy about a movie, I'll watch it just to see what
Forgot
it's
your
about.
phone, sweetie.
Because there was a big old controversy about that movie over here.
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly what it was over, but yeah,
I
if
think it's
there's a
about feminism and that and the like.
yeah,
Hold
if
on.
there's any kind of controversy about a movie, I don't care what it's about. I'll watch it because I just want to see what
Yeah.
it's about.
You know you were singing Aqua Barbie Girl all the way through.
I'm a Barbie girl. Oh, I fucking hated that song back in the day.
In a Barbie world.
Whoever wrote that film
Somebody needs to clip that bit.
was high on LSD.
Mm.
You know, you're not the first one I've heard say that, Mark. No, seriously, I've heard so many people say that whoever wrote that was on drugs. Because it was really weird. Yeah, that movie was super weird. If Aubrey wants to watch something with me, I'll sit and watch it with her.
Well, you got to be nice to her now, because when she starts bringing the boys home, That's when the devil's gonna come out of Justin,
Bringing
Yep.
nobody home.
right, Justin?
Kill somebody. Keep it up. I'm afraid to go to prison.
Or are you gonna be one of those dads in denial? Oh, my daughter wouldn't do that.
No, I know that's gonna happen.
He's not
So is
afraid
that-
to go to prison because he wants to be someone's bitch.
Why, David? What didn't I tell you to be quiet earlier?
No, didn't I tell you I found it under ignored?
Yeah.
When we were playing Fortnite earlier, he started vacuuming, so I called him on the phone, but he didn't answer. I was going to tell him to be quiet.
Hey, Justin, did you see the latest fisheye video?
No, I did not. It didn't run across
Yeah.
my feed
I,
yet.
Yep.
I finally reused your logo for Justin's Wieners.
Oh crap! Let me go look at this.
I noticed that.
Well, I needed another snack bar commercial, so
Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Better not show it to each then. Did you
Yeah.
really know that
James
TJ
Bonner.
was called Anthony?
What was that?
Justin,
What?
did you really not know that TJ was called Anthony?
Yeah, I knew his name was Anthony.
Hmm. Anthony Jr.
Mm.
No, somebody called him something else the other day. It wasn't Anthony, it was something else. And I said, that's
Oh,
not your name.
They just called him Tony.
Tony, yeah. I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I was like, I know his name's not Tony. Yeah, because I got him on Facebook. He uses his actual name, I think, on there. Plus, he's used it before on the live streams by accident because he's logged into Zoom and it will come up with his actual name sometimes.
Anthony,
wait.
Tony, it's the same thing.
My brother's called Anthony, and we call him Twat. I mean Tony.
Actually, Anthony is my middle name, so.
Yeah.
And now you know why we call him that name.
Mm. Yeah.
It's your surname is definitely different.
Well, it is an Italian name.
So what would mine? What would
I know,
I
but
don't know. Does Justin have
like-
one?
It sounds like what an adopted kid would call his Croatian dad.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think Justin has another name like that. I'm aware of.
Who?
My name, I don't think it has a like
A
secondary
derivative, I
name
think you're looking for.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean a shortened version?
yeah. I
Mm.
don't think there is one. I know a lot of my family calls me Jay. Like that's what they call me.
Mm.
Like my sister and stuff call me Jay. But
It will probably be just.
surprised Donald didn't run with that and say it's probably Jackass.
You missed
Why
an
would I do
opportunity.
that?
Why would he do that? Listen to him, being all modest over
I mean, that would be incredibly crude, and not.
there.
There's no wit to it.
After I just watched a video he made about my bite-sized wiener. Oh.
Now, when you go into a hotel, booking a hotel, what's the first thing you do? Check the reviews.
Yeah.
check
Oh,
out
look
the
at-
rooms and everything.
Yeah, look at pictures on the website and stuff like that, and I will read some reviews.
Imagine
Yeah,
booking, imagine booking a hotel, right, and not realizing this was going to happen. I mean, for fuck's sake, instead of football ground, for God's sake.
Arrived at our hotel in Blackpool and we've got a football match out of our window. You ready for this? Look, Mel, ready?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dick round, no fun.
Blackpool,
Oh, that's cool though.
someone else is playing.
How did they not work that out?
Exactly.
They knew it was there. They were just doing it for
They're
the
doing it.
video.
They're doing that for clicks.
They're doing
Yeah.
it for the clicks.
Yeah. Oh,
My-
we didn't know we were at a football. Like, please, you knew that hotel was outside the football.
Well,
Look out of the back bedroom
it
window.
used- but it used to be
Yeah,
part of
overlook
the football ground. It's
the
not
football
anymore.
ground.
But I guarantee you have to pay big money for a bedroom like that to be on a.
No, you don't. No. You can get a
Well,
room in that
Blackpool, so
hotel,
it's not
£30 a
that
night.
much.
I would assume it would be expensive just because you have a perfect view of the game.
But at
No.
the same time, it's Blackpool, so it's probably worth not that much.
Yeah, £30 a night.
Talk about David's team like that.
And when you not think normal hotels are £100 a night, that explains it.
That's still not. That's actually not bad for being able to watch a game, man.
Yeah, but not being able to sleep, that's a
Well, the game kicks off
Yeah,
at 3 in
but-
the afternoon until 5.
But that's something though. If
2
you
hours.
get that if you get that room,
Unless it's an 8 o'clock.
you have to have that understanding before you rent a room like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Now.
I mean, it's not like they opened the curtain, started stripping, getting ready for bed. The fans were all looking in, going, "Run!"
okay. So it's earlier in the day when the games
Yeah.
are.
3 till
Yeah, I
5.
don't. That to me sounds like it should be a premium room.
Yeah, it does.
They're either 3 o'clock in the afternoon normally, or
Right.
if it's midweek match, it's 8 o'clock at night.
Because regardless if you like Blackpool or not, they still have their own fans that they could sell a room like that too. For really good
Yeah,
money.
it used to be owned by the football club. It's now owned by Premier Inn. So, because they can't move it away from the ground because it's built.
It probably cost
kind of
like
thing.
30 quid just to pay
Yeah,
the ground.
If I was a fan, I wouldn't mind renting that room, getting a few buddies over with a cooler full of beer.
You can't. I guarantee you now that room will have a sign saying no beer on match days
Oh, a sign.
because you're not
Like
allowed
that.
to drink in view of the pitch. Which is
Fucking-
stupid. You can drink on the concourse, but at a football match, you can't drink in view of the pitch. So if you're stuck where the stairs are, you got to move.
Oh, that's in the stadium.
We've got
That's in
Wait,
in these boxes as well.
we
I think
can
that
only
was-
have plastic cups at our games.
That don't mean
Yeah,
it's
We
but-
can
gonna
only
not
have 2
stop
per
somebody.
person.
But I'm going to be honest. I'd have been going down to the foyer and saying, "I want a fucking refund." You think I'm watching that shit outside of my window? I don't
Well, like I
want
said, you
a lot
wouldn't-
of
you wouldn't-
turds floating around.
Yeah, but the thing is those people are
Hey,
probably
no,
Blackpool fans, and that's
You stay there.
probably
We'll
why
talk
they
in a
got
minute.
the room.
I know. You're lost, aren't you?
But they're playing stupid like they didn't know that the stadium was there just
Yeah,
for the
they do.
views. But they were probably Blackpool fans, and then that's why they rented the room.
They're not. They're actually famous family on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, but that don't mean they're not
It's
Blackpool.
because they know how
Mm.
they know how to get people to click and believe their lies.
Yeah, they're
You
actually.
feel for-
I think they're actually from London somewhere. But the point is, if I'd have had that view outside my window, I'd have kicked off as well.
I could see somebody renting a room like that and then calling the cops for a noise complaint.
You barking at me.
Oh, you wouldn't get
Excuse
any-
me, officer. Yeah, there's 30,000 people stood outside my window shouting. All right, it's Blackpool. 5,000 people.
Yeah. People can nick stuff out of your garage and your garden, and the police
Okay.
won't turn up.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You park wrongly on a double zigzaggy line or speed, they'll fucking find you.
Oh, see here, the police would show up to scrape your body off of somebody's front lawn and catch you trying to get into somebody's garage.
Yeah.
Come here, ma'am.
No,
Yes,
they
bud.
they just take a description of what's been stolen over the phone and
What?
give you a crime number, and that's about it.
Yeah.
No, here they
Well-
would show up. They would get on neighbors' cameras. They'd be looking.
All right.
That's,
Do you think
that's
my
all
cat?
about. Yeah, that's all about to change because Labour has said they've got to attend all shoplifting and house burglaries and car thefts.
Do you think my cat is happy about a dog being at the house?
No,
Come on, Spud.
Oh, here they take hot burglary very seriously. Yeah, you break into somebody's house and steal something, you best believe they're gonna be looking for you. They're gonna be all
Over here,
they're
they
gonna
just
be-
call. Over here, you ring them up. They'll give you a reference number to give you insurance company, and then
That's a dog.
CID come along and spread dust everywhere for fingerprints, and then just leave it all.
Can
in
you
a-
watch your permit?
no. Most of the time, they say that it'll be that dirty and what's it that they won't be able to get any prints off it anyway.
Here they'd be going to neighbors' houses, pulling camera
I'm gonna
feeds,
get
they'd be
her.
looking.
Oh, where you going? Take that.
Like here, they're really good here about following you down roads on cameras to the point of when you stop. So they followed this guy for like 10 miles down Highway 27, all the way into his neighborhood by following the car on cameras down the highway. And then followed him, and they figured out what street he was on, just they didn't know what house he was in. And then they went and talked to some neighbors and found out where he was at.
Oh, well,
There was
Yeah.
a
the
Sorry.
idiot lost control of his car on the street, the unmade street behind my house, and ploughed into my garden fence and totally demolished it. We found him by following the water dripping out of his engine all the way from my house to his house.
Yeah, there was that couple in Rotherham. The house was burgled. They actually followed the burglars, right, back to their house. They got pictures through the windows of the guys, going through all the stuff that they'd stolen. They followed the burglars to the pawn shop where they tried to sell it. Gave all the evidence to the police and said police said it's circumstantial. We can't take it. Oh, pile of crap.
Why do this?
You can do all the work for them and still won't go and arrest them.
This is. Here's your food. A lot of shaggers.
If it's anything like Precious, it'll go, that's not pizza.
Oh no, that and David, that's how they found the drunk driver that hit me a few years ago. When he wrecked in the back of my car, the front wheel came on his lifted truck. That was the only thing of damage. It popped the front wheel out of the ball joint,
Come here.
and he drug his front wheel for
Come
about 2 miles down the road, all the way from the scene of the accident to his house.
Yep, that's your stuff.
And they left a skid mark all the way to his house in his driveway,
Billy, take that off.
and they followed it all the way there.
Yeah, you might as well have a sign saying "Follow me this way."
Yeah.
And you could hear him the whole time when he took off in his truck and was driving down the road. You could hear the loud squealing of him dragging the front
Come in.
tire the whole way. You could hear it for a while because it was in the middle of nowhere. It was out in the country of North Carolina, out in the woods. It was on a back road.
Oh, there you go.
And he ran up behind me and smacked my car, crunched in the whole ass into my car, and all it did was knock his front wheel out of the ball joint. But it turned out he didn't have insurance and his license was suspended and they got him for DUI. So he ended up, my insurance ended up turning into full coverage, paying for my vehicle. They sued him for the 7,000 and change. And then he lost his license again for another 2 years, had to go to AA classes, paid like $12,000 in fines.
Don't be silly, dog. It's raining.
So when it was all said and done, he owed about $23,000 just from driving drunk one night. And he got leaving the scene of an accident. He got a whole bunch of charges. He got in a lot of trouble. And they found him hiding in a ditch because he drove his truck back to his house and then got scared and ran out in the woods and was hiding in a ditch. And I guess when they went to his house to look for him, his family told him that he took off running in the woods, so they went looking for him.
Hell?
State troopers did. And the DA came up to me at court and
You
told
pack it
me
in.
what all the charges were and
You
everything. And he
PA.
said, "Do you agree with this?" I
Start
was like,
packing
"We
in.
could He said, "We're taking a plea deal. This is what he's getting charged with, blah, blah, blah. This is what he has to pay." He goes, "But we're going to make sure it's okay with you as the victim." I said, "It sounds like he got pretty much nailed to the wall with what he got." So I said, "I'm good with it." So I think that was fair. By the time all was all said and done, he had to go to 6 months of AA, lost his license for 2 years and $23,000 in fines and fees and everything. Yeah, I think he got the point, hopefully.
Yeah, it's like over here at one time, if you got mugged or beaten up and the police caught the person, they would still charge him and drag him through court and offer him jail and jail him and everything. But then they made it compulsory that the victim had to meet the perpetrator. Because that's really what you want, isn't it? You've just been beaten up by someone. You want to go meet them again.
Yeah. You want to ask for forgiveness.
Well, that's like the what I think is ridiculous is how it gets to the point where some people have 2-3 DUIs, and then it gets to the point where they have to have a damn breathalyzer to start their vehicle and a camera installed to watch them do it. And I'm like, if it's getting to that point, I'm sorry, that person needs to lose their license for a very long time.
Yep.
Maybe not for a lifetime, but maybe for at least 5 or 10 years to really drive it home to them.
Interlock device, and they charge you $350 a month for it.
But I think when it gets to that point, because some states you don't get that till your second or third one. And I think when it gets to that point, that should just be it. You shouldn't even be allowed to.
Generally, it generally depends on how far you go over. That sometimes the first offence you'll get one of those.
This is 0.8, I think it is. Or
yeah, you're 0.8, we're 0.5.
And there is no you might get not as in trouble because it's your first offense, but you still it doesn't go by how drunk you were. It literally goes by if you call.
Well, what happens is it depends on the magnitude. If you're twice over, you immediately lose it for 12 months and an interlock device.
Oh no, well, at least here in Florida, all the punishments are the same no matter how drunk you were, depending on whether you hit and killed somebody. Then all those variables.
No, that's another. That's a totally additional offense.
Yeah,
but I mean, each one can be leveled up to worse and worse. If you just got pulled over and you were drunk and you didn't hit or break anything or crash, you're probably going to get the least amount of punishment. But if you go and wreck into somebody, hurt somebody, or you take out a telephone pole, you're probably going to get in a little bit more trouble.
But
you caused
ours goes by how many times you are over.
Well, like I said, I think if you haven't learned after the first time, I'm sorry, because a DUI charge is very serious over here.
Yeah.
And if you haven't learned the first time, I'm sorry. I don't have sympathy for you. I believe in giving somebody a second chance, but
Oh, definitely.
if you do it again, I think that's where they really got to like nail your ass to the wall. Because obviously you didn't learn anything.
You got to think about nailing asses tonight.
You
Well,
gotta-
No, it don't matter here. If you're only a little bit over the limit,
Oh, they're coming after you.
you'll lose your license.
Oh, Jim, there's the link to what Donald was talking about. The video he did. We were talking about Justin's wieners. He did a video, fisheye.
but
And if you get a drunk driving thing, when you try and insure a car after you get your license back, God
Yeah.
help you.
Oh yeah.
Jason didn't even know who Fisheye was.
That doesn't surprise me because Jason really doesn't hang out on the drone channels too often.
Mm-mm.
Even when before he started playing Fortnite real heavy and got into the gaming, he wasn't really around a lot in the chats. So that doesn't surprise me. He didn't know who he was.
Oh, it just tells me he doesn't follow me back.
Mm.
You got to put up some more of that riveting content, you know. It's a thing though. Is you put up a good video like that like once every 8 months, and then we get nothing else for that period.
Yeah.
So then we forget.
Oh, what content do you like?
Everybody likes
More
the
of that.
fisheye content.
Lots of fisheye content.
I think you could literally do fisheye what you were doing on Wedge's channel, just having viewers sending stupid questions to an email and him just answering. And that's all the videos. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just answer stupid questions all day. Pump out a couple videos a day. Take you like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if Art can
That's
get
how long you think it takes to write funny
Look,
stuff?
Donald,
If I
I've seen you
away
come up
with it with Bucky, and he doesn't even write funny stuff.
I've seen you come up with the funniest shit and just off the whim.
Mark?
I think you should have been a comedy writer. I think that was the thing you missed
Yeah, you
out on.
missed your calling.
I think you should have been some kind of writer for comedy.
Yeah. All you need is videos of frogs. It's very riveting.
What's up, TJ? I really do. I think you would have been good as
Well, he
like some
still
kind of
could do
writer.
that.
Well, he could. But I'm just saying, like, if he would have started that young, though, he could have been a famous comedy writer. And we wouldn't even know Donald because he'd be so famous, he'd be too big to hang out with us.
I'm already too big to hang out with you. I'm slumming here.
He's just slumming it. He's just hanging with the commoners to make them feel good,
Not
right?
sure about big.
What? Well, I don't judge my self-worth based on how many YouTube subscribers I get.
You mean pay for?
Oh, yeah, I would never pay for it.
Justin never paid for. Were you, Justin?
What?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
You know.
Willis.
No, I don't pay for subscribers. I don't have extra money to be paying for subscribers.
You won't have if you keep buying them.
And
You
it
know, hop
doesn't
up
do
there, you
any,
can.
they
Come on.
don't do anything for your channel anyway. So
Oh, only
And
why
most of most of the subscribers I got was from just doing
Yeah.
YouTube shorts.
Yeah, look.
Mm.
I mean, to be honest with you, and they don't, and that's the thing is that side doesn't come over and watch your long content. I do get some decent views on my long content though. Some of my videos will get, sometimes I can get up to 1,000 views on a video. Sometimes it'll be a couple hundred. Just depends. That's like I said, you got to look at YouTube long content and YouTube shorts as a separate viewing audience.
What about your burner accounts?
I only have 2 burner accounts.
He's
I
busy,
barely
TJ.
log into
2,000.
I do have a fisheye account.
And to be honest with you, you couldn't even have that many accounts anyway, because Google will actually block you if you try to make too many accounts.
Depends on
Especially,
the addresses you've got.
I mean, you probably could, but you know that, dude, I'm not sitting and making 2,000 fucking accounts. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Hey, what? I bit of sore nerve, Hannah.
Like I said, I got 2 fake like burner accounts that I use if I'm want to like test something out or something, but I don't ever use them barely. I
I
might
am-
log into
Well,
them
look
once every
at
couple
that.
months.
Paul,
Yeah.
his parents her parents left her some treats in her go bag. They left her toys. Get your toy.
Wow.
Toys weren't for her, they would keep you busy.
Tennis ball. I think I gave you this tennis ball. Go get it. I think that tennis ball came from me originally. I think I gave you that.
Mm.
Now you said the other kid, he moved out of state, right? The one that you were the other dogs you were
Yeah.
babysitting?
Yep, he's out.
What, he get a job or?
He moved back, or he moved to where his parents moved,
Okay.
so he can live with them. He got a job over there as well, and he's going to be going to school. He got a job at the college, so he can get a discount on tuition and go back to school.
Mm.
That's smart. Smart play though. Get discount. Cause it's rough when kids are out there paying for that shit on their own. I mean, you can apply for grants, but that doesn't always pay for everything. It definitely doesn't leave you any kind of extra spending money, throwing around money.
Mm-mm.
I had quite a few friends that have went to school and applied for grants, and it paid for about 85% of their schooling stuff. And
The cable company that I used to work for, they paid 100% if you passed your class. If it was towards a degree that they approved, and they approved just about anything, they reimbursed 100%.
Yeah, I saw that, Corey. Yeah, it was a hell of a deal. Yeah, I think UPS does that as well. I think they have a program too where they'll pay for you to go to college while you're working for them, but it's not with the expectation that you have to work for them afterwards or anything.
Right.
It's just they'll pay for you if you're, that motivated to go. It's just like the military. That's a good option for kids too, because they can do 2 or 4 years, get out, and then they can get a grant and the government will pay for them to go to school.
When you say school, you mean like university rather rather than school?
College, university, yeah.
A university
They're
is
not high school.
Yeah.
Right. The military will give you what do they call it? What the hell is it called? It's a GI Bill, I think is what they call it. And it's it will pay for you to go to college after you get out.
Yeah.
Come on, TJ. Wiener is spelled Wieners, not WEI.
Yeah.
That
Spell
would be
wiener, winner. Justin's a winner.
the correct pronunciation of it, if it's spelled that way, would be Wiener, because it would be a German word.
Yeah.
Fuck you. We're spelling it WIENER.
He
And we're
said-
going to pronounce it Wiener like an American.
He said, "Fuck
No,
you."
I mean WIE. Yes, that is pronounced Wiener, or it would be Wiener. But yeah,
Man.
We're
The-
not going to mention, when we're talking about wieners, we don't want to mention veins at all.
Exactly.
If your wiener's got veins in it, it's not a hot dog.
Yep.
It's a
No.
limp dog, right?
Brenda, I believe that got shot down and he wasn't allowed to do that. I know, yeah, Biden was trying to forgive anybody's debt that was 10,000 or under, I think. There was a limit. If you owed like $250,000, they weren't going to pay it all off.
It was shot
Like
down
from
once,
there.
and then he was trying it again. I don't know. I
But
didn't
I
know.
think
I didn't know that they were talking about Joe Biden when they said Brandon. I was like, I didn't understand.
But I think it was only a limit of 10,000 though. Like it was anybody with 10,000 or less, or they would pay up to 10,000. But if you owed like $250,000 on a master's degree, yeah, they're not paying the whole damn.
Yeah, a
$250,000.
degree in finger painting.
But the thing is that which is stupid because the government has over $1 trillion in student loans out there to people. They would literally just be paying themselves.
Mm.
It makes no fucking sense. If
It's-
anything, then just
They're
wipe the
not-
fucking debt.
No, they're not paying it, they're wiping it. That means
That's
that person would be able to go forward in life without that debt saddling and holding him down. Because, like over here, I assume it'll be same in Australia and same in America. Your university, college, whatever it's called, debt holds you back for years to come.
Yeah,
then
that's
yeah.
why.
Call it HEX.
Yeah. Then
HECS.
you should either take the debt with the knowledge that you're going to have to pay it back, or don't take the debt. If somebody decides, you know what, I'm not going to go to college, I'm going to spend money on tools and a truck and become a mechanic, and
Yep.
they go about business, do they get the same money from the government because they chose to spend their money on tools instead of a college education? No. So why should the government be paying back somebody else's debt just because it's education and not because it's something else? They
Well,
both
the
are
thing-
tools to use it to do both tools to get a job.
Well, I agree with you, Donald. But the thing is people aren't smart about what they go to college for neither.
Yeah,
You go
You're
to
right,
That's what I
people
was
aren't
about
smart.
to say.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't have to pay for people's stupidity.
Now, what I was about to say is, I agree with Donald, but I also agree with Justin. If people are going to freaking uni or college to study history of music or, something stupid like that, if they're not going for
Or
a
they
computer
go to college for
degree,
interpretive art.
yeah. So if it's not medical or something that will work for the country,
Scientific,
And-
something in
yeah.
science.
And now, why should you?
Mechanical
because-
engineering is another good one.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're not going for
Something
like
people should
Yeah.
do.
If you're going for a career in a job that's going to earn you lots of money and pay lots of taxes, then yeah, I can see a reason to pay it. But if it's a job like I said, the history of mankind, or the history of music or geography or something stupid that ain't going to earn you jack shit,
Well,
yeah,
you don't.
you're still going to end up working in McDonald's.
see
Yeah.
that's the thing
Yeah,
is my
then you shouldn't be paid.
my old boss's son went to 4 years to college for an art degree.
Yeah, don't get
Spent
me
over-
started on arts degrees.
Okay.
Spent over spent over $100,000 getting this degree, and guess where he ended up working when he got out? Camping World,
Donald.
selling
Yeah.
RVs.
The
Yeah.
problem is when you are letting somebody get a loan and you're taking care of it and paying it off for them or giving them free school, you're separating the person who is purchasing from the person who is paying. The person who's paying is the government, and the government doesn't have money. It's a taxpayer. So instead of saying it's a government paid program, you should get that out and say it's a taxpayer paid program.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you separate the person who is getting the product from the person who's paying the person who is getting the product doesn't give a shit about the price. They don't give a shit if it's a good price for the quality of the product they're getting, because they're not paying it.
Exactly. There's no investment in it, personal investment.
So if you want to go to college and get an education, you should value that education. So you should be paying it. And the only thing that happens is when someone else is footing the bill, it means that
No
the
worries,
college
Frank.
jack up the price more because
Well, it's like
they'll get customers regardless because somebody else is paying the bill.
Right, it's like the difference of if you give somebody a free car and they treat it like shit, but if they had to work hard for it, they would have a personal
Mhm.
investment in it
Right.
and they'd want to take care of it. Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah. If they don't have any kind of personal stake in it, they're less
Right.
likely
If you're
to be smart with it.
going to school and you're footing the bill, and so a lot of the reimbursement programs that companies will do, you pay the bill up front. If you
Right.
pass the course, then they'll go ahead and reimburse you.
Right. Because they don't want to invest in you if you're going to drop
And
out
so
halfway through. Yeah.
people, right, and people will actually get better grades, will actually value it more and actually do the job, do the work that it takes to pass the class because they're footing the bill and getting reimbursed for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it gives them something to work for, right? If they pass and they get that, they know they're going to get a big chunk of money back. Right.
Right.
So, yeah, it gives them something to work for as well, besides just the degree. It gives them a few things goals to try to reach.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of government being in the business of paying somebody's debt.
I mean,
Right.
our
And
student loans, you don't start paying back until you earn over a certain figure per year.
And I think the government's got I think it's around 1.2 or 1.6 trillion dollars in student loans out there. Like it's insane amount of money. It's like more than some countries' GDPs is how much they have just in student loans out there on people.
Did anybody else get that?
And when
Yeah, I did.
when
It's the same. It's the same
Yeah.
as Mr. and Mrs. Murray. Do you want to name your child Callum?
Like me and Sarah, one year, Sarah still had about $8,000 in student loans, and one year we just didn't take our tax check. We just let them take it to pay it off, so we didn't have to worry about it anymore because it was just, you know
When-
what I'm saying? Like we were trying to get rid of it because they started threatening to dock our pay if we didn't pay it off. So,
Well, the thing about it is, when the government forgives the student debt, the school kept the money. The school got paid.
right.
There will be
Mm.
lots of sun with a high of 79.
when I went to university, you didn't need loans. You got a grant off the government for buying books and equipment, but you didn't have to pay it back.
Well, see, Pell Grants, you can apply for a Pell Grant for school, but the agreement with the Pell Grants is you actually have to pass. If you don't, they're going to want the money back.
Yeah.
So
Well, no,
it's
Pell Grant, they don't ask for the money back, but it's on a semester basis. If you fail out of your classes, you don't get the Pell Grant. You lose everything, and you don't get to reapply. I don't think.
Hmm.
I don't know. My sister applied for one
Same,
about 10
see?
years ago, and she ended up not finishing, and she said that she had to pay some of the money back. I don't know if it was the whole thing. Maybe it's partial.
That's
But
weird because I had a Pell Grant. And
I think that's what it was a Pell Grant. But I mean, when did you apply for yours though? It could have changed over the years. I don't know.
that was
Yeah.
in. I had a Pell Grant when I first went to college back in '88,
Yeah, I mean, it could have been different.
and
Now. I
I
don't
flunked
know.
out big time. When I went back as an adult after being in the job force for a little bit,
Because this was about
I-
10 years ago. So
I went back in 2005, and I didn't. I think most every class was either an A or a B. Every class was an A or B, and I think most of them were A's. when I went
because I
back.
remember she was all stressed out about it but there's, like I said, this was about 10 years ago. So I don't know. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. Maybe the rules of it. I'm not sure how it works, to be honest with you. But I remember she was all stressed out about it, and she said she was going to have to pay it back if she didn't pass her classes. That's what she kept saying. But I don't know. Because they may have changed it. I don't know, because maybe people were applying for them and not actually going to school. Because I don't know.
I forgot I was on my phone here. I was on my iPad with the window open, talking to it. I'm like, why is my camera aimed on that chair? Which I'll leave the phone. I'm gonna make some salsa here.
Yay. Don's cooking channel.
Well, I got a bunch of tomatoes for my sister to use up.
You put green tomatoes in it as well.
No,
That's what I usually do with all the late tomatoes that don't actually ripen. I put in a thing and make green tomato chutney.
Oh, lovely.
am
That'd be delicious.
going to I think put some. Oh, she sent home a boyfriend for my wife too.
Oh, great.
Did you just
I
say
mean-
she sent a boyfriend
Yeah,
home?
But I thought he said.
yeah,
That's what I thought he said too.
That's what I said.
yeah.
Oh yeah, these are getting
Oh.
soft. I need to get these
Oh,
used.
must be a big ass cucumber,
Gumbo. Yeah.
huh?
It's got girth. It's not very long, but yeah,
The-
these were starting to go bad.
well, you
sitting
only
in
got to
the
be
fridge.
you only got to be threatened, Donald, as if it's bigger than you.
But I think I'm going to line the air fryer with aluminum foil, aluminium foil. Catch you off in the
Correct
past there, didn't I,
yourself.
Mark?
Yeah, you corrected yourself pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to roast a few of these to get a roasted flavor into the
Mm.
salsa.
It's like people
Oh.
that correct people that say tin foil, even though it's not made out of tin.
Exactly.
People still call
Eh.
it tin foil. It depending on where you're at in the U.S. I think that's a southern thing. They'll call it tin foil.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still call it tin foil around here.
It used to be made out of tin in the old days.
What you eating on, Spud? What'd you find?
Oh, something interesting.
Did you find some dried cat food? Yeah.
Matt, that would have
Yeah.
been Matt that sold you the fake subs when he gave you the Matt bump, Jim, not me. That's why you guys end up losing them a day later. Or they just figured out your channel. Shit, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Garbage.
Because you're really not supposed to refrigerate tomatoes, right?
No, my wife shoved them in the fridge though.
Oh, no.
My tomatoes in the fridge.
Yeah, when you
I
go
mean-
to the store, they're not refrigerated.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're in cool shelves.
Not
our
here.
Not our stores.
Not
they just
here.
sit-
They're not
they
in
just
cool.
sit out. Yeah, they just sit out on the little
Oh, yeah.
shelves.
It depends on which shop you go in, I suppose. Yeah.
Where are my veggies?
Like if you go into the store here, that's just a big bin full of them. It's not. Or they'll have like a not, like nice presentable like.
Yeah, they're
table thing that
carefully
they'll put 'em
placed.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll cut out the bad spots for the trash. Cut out the iffy spots,
Oh, you
and that will go into my stock.
you can do just like Murray, shove them in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, that works.
Compost.
That's where the veggies all go, you know?
Oh yeah, the bad spots. Those are definitely going outside. They're going.
Mark, are garbage disposals very common in England?
Not really.
Not
Because I was
here either.
watching a British guy reacts to American homes, and he saw the guy shove a banana or cucumber down in the garbage disposal to demonstrate it, and he goes, "What in the hell is that? Why is he putting it in the sink?"
Yeah.
He didn't know what it was. He was completely confused about what it was. He goes, "Where the hell did it go?" He's just seen him shove it down in there.
It's just like a macerator.
Mm.
Now, anything like that gets thrown out in the rubbish or into the recycling.
The only thing you don't want to put down a garbage disposal is fucking potato peels. You want to clog up your garbage disposal, put potato peels down there.
Yeah, too much starch.
Don't toss that shit out in. Well, if you can compost it, compost it.
Hi, Joel.
Well, you know, is what's really nice is when you get your sink all cleaned out, you put a nice fresh orange down there, and it will
Mm-hmm.
clean the garbage disposal and gives a nice little orange scent coming out of the sink.
Lemon would be better.
Oh, either one. You can do any kind of like orange, or it's really just to kind of clean
Citrus.
it and then get the smell.
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
just
it smell good.
the acid in citrus.
Yeah. Plus, if the garbage disposal gets a little stinky because of something was down there, it will help kill the smell.
So I've got all these tomatoes, which is why I didn't take those 2 little cherry tomatoes when I picked up the dog.
You mean you forgot?
No, I didn't forget. I just didn't take them.
Yeah.
I already got a ton
So
of tomatoes.
You making spicy salsa? Or?
I am not going to make overly spicy salsa, but depending, I might.
You got fresh cilantro?
My wife does not like cilantro.
Oh
So,
man, that's
We're
a
going to skip the
staple.
cilantro.
Oh,
Some
man.
people don't like cilantro, but I do have my lemon drop peppers, so I'll probably grind one of those up, put in it.
Oh yeah.
Either that or I'll get the sauce that I made last year from the lemon drops and add that to it. Because it's already got sugar.
I love the smell of cilantro though. That shit smells so good.
The ones have a different name.
Coriander.
All right. Yeah. No.
That was one of my favorite vegetables in stock and produce is the cilantro. I love the smell of that.
Yes. You guys would know it as coriander. We call it
Yeah.
cilantro when we're talking about the leaf. We call it coriander when we talk about the seed.
Yeah. It's very common in Indian cuisine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's common in Mexican cuisine as well. Or what, Spanish dishes, I guess. Mexican dishes.
Ooh. These are nice little plum tomatoes. I'm not sure what kind those are.
Yeah, if you go to a Mexican restaurant
But-
over here, you're definitely gonna find cilantro in your food.
But very fleshy.
I was just like the coffee aisle was one of my other favorite aisles of stock.
Coffee aisle is always nice.
Yeah, especially when because you had the bread on one side and the coffee
Yeah.
on the other, and you got that fresh smell of bread.
Yeah,
and
coffee.
Coffee.
I was gonna say coffee or the bread aisle.
At my Walmart, we had them both on the same aisle. It was half and half, and I just love the smell of that aisle. I loved working on that aisle because I love the smell of coffee. I just don't like the taste of it, but it smells great.
A
Like
lot
when
of people
somebody-
like the smell of coffee, but not the taste.
Yeah, whenever I smell like somebody brewing a thing of coffee, I love the smell of it. Or like when they grind up fresh coffee beans. Always smells nice.
I'll tell you, these little pieces of tomato in my veggie stock or whatever stock I make next, I'm gonna really deepen that flavor. I might have to make up enough of the salsa and then
Do
freeze
you have
some of it.
chips? Do you have chips to go with it? Or
Oh,
corn
yeah.
tortillas to make your own chips?
I have a full bag of masa up here, so if I wanted to make my own, I could.
Oh,
But
make them from scratch.
I bought some. Yeah.
I like buying corn tortillas sometimes and just chopping them up in fourths and then quarters and then-
Oh, right.
Fry 'em up.
By the soft corn tortillas. Yeah.
yeah. And then you just cut them into fourths and then throw them in the fryer
Mhm.
for a minute. Yeah. A little salt, just a light dusting of salt on them. You're good to go.
Just use Doritos.
Move what?
Use what?
Doritos.
No,
Yeah, why not?
because
like
I already have
Doritos.
seasoning and crap on them.
Now I do
That's
like
the good
Doritos
part of
on a, like if I make a taco salad, sometimes I like to use Doritos on top, crumble them up.
My wife will do that. She'll buy Doritos when we're doing like nachos with meat and
Oh.
cheese and all that. I don't. I like just plain corn tortillas
Yeah, I like
or corn
doing
nachos.
Doritos on like a good taco bowl or something like that.
Definitely.
Sorry, Miss Spud. There's nothing here for you.
Oh
I
no.
don't think you would like tomatoes anyway.
Just how do you know?
Because there were tomatoes growing in that garden and she hadn't taken any bites out of them.
Good point.
Yeah, but there's a difference between
Yeah, gross,
Something-
TJ.
and something that you give to her. Yeah. Anything that you're eating, they will eat.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's not true.
it
Do any of you?
is.
My
Yes.
Archie, you give him something he didn't like, and he'd look at you like he would act like he was going to try it, but then he'd spit it out and just be like, I don't like that.
So
Yeah,
do
it looked
any
like
of-
I tried. I really tried to like what you like, but I don't.
So any of you that drink coffee, do you actually like the taste of it, or you just drink it out of habit?
I like the taste of
I
it.
like it.
I don't mind the taste.
Well, I mean,
I
over
like
here,
it. I
we
drink
don't.
it black too.
But it has to be good coffee.
Yeah, none of this Nescafe thing.
Yeah, and it
None
really
of
depends.
this instant coffee. I don't
It
understand
really
you
also
guys.
depends on the coffee you get, right? Like Mark said, and some people prefer their coffee. They don't like. Some people like the acid. I don't like acidic coffee.
No,
Some people do like acidic coffee. So
no, it
it
has
really
to have a
depends on the roast.
robust.
Yeah.
It has to have that robust flavour.
There are a couple of instances. I mean, Dow Egberts is nice.
Yeah,
Kenco
I'm an
Millie
instant coffee drinker, so
I'll tell you the truth. For
Kenco
day-to-day coffee,
Millicano.
just to get the caffeine in my system,
Yeah.
I drink the heck out of Folgers. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, it's really bad coffee. It's like, yeah, but it's a very consistent coffee. And when you're after a caffeine delivery system and
What's
you're
up,
kind of
Joel?
wanting just that daily ritual, consistency is far more important than flavor,
Mm.
in my
Well, that
opinion.
that was
Hmm.
another thing I was watching. Some of these people from Britain, they come over here, and apparently, I guess our flavors of coffee creamer, the amount of
Oh yeah, I
different coffee
believe over there
creamers we
in
have.
Britain, I believe they have things like halibut and rhubarb and
Because the couple of the British girls that I watched on YouTube that were shopping for the first time in a Walmart here, they were trying to figure out what all the coffee creamers were. It's like they never had seen them before.
yeah. Well, we don't have coffee creamer over here.
Yeah, we
Oh,
tend
dude, they're-
to, we tend
We
to
do, but not on a grand scale.
we just put milk in it.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
get milk.
over here, dude, you can get coffee creamer that's like almond flavored, freaking pumpkin spice. I mean, any flavor you could think of. They have like
Yeah, and the other thing
Hershey's
I'll
coffee
ask is,
creamer.
what is this fascination with pumpkin spice? That's what I want to know.
You can get
Well,
sick for
What
putting
I
it-
want to say is,
pumpkin spice is an abomination. Don't
Yeah.
drink it, asshole.
if
Yeah, I
you
know.
like-
That's why I agree with you there.
Although I have to,
No.
say pumpkin spice does smell good though.
no, it doesn't. Right?
Yes, it does.
No, pack it
It
in.
smells like pumpkin.
If you're addicted to coffee and you have to have multi-million different creamers, then the only creamer you need is the one you produce because you're a wanker. There's no need for it.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you though, if you've never had half of them, you might find one that you actually like though. Because like I said, there's
like
like
I
a
said
million
earlier-
different flavors.
I don't like acidic coffee, but if you end up somewhere like if I'm traveling and I always taste the coffee before I buy it, because it might be nasty. If it comes out acidic or something like that, then I'm heading for the creamers. And you can
Mhm.
mask crappy tasting cup of coffee with the creamer if you have to.
We don't use flavored creamers though. We use syrups.
Yeah,
what-
yeah, syrup's the same here.
Instead of putting it in the creamer, we actually put the syrup in the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of coffee shops will do that. They'll do the creamer and the syrup separate. But where you at, Spud? Okay, I just want to make sure you're here.
Mhm.
Are you eating your food? They said you wouldn't eat your food. They said you'd be too shy. Were they wrong? I think they were wrong. I think you and I are going to get along great, aren't we? Yeah.
It's like the Grinch, isn't he? His heart's just grown 2 sizes.
I would
Mhm.
I might give you a little tiny tasted tomato, see if you like.
Quiet.
You shouldn't give tomato to any animal.
She says, nope, I don't like it. I knew she would.
It's too acidy, that's why.
It's got MSG in it.
It was just the smallest little sliver so she could smell it. And I knew she wouldn't like it. So, but she was looking at me with questions in her eyes.
Yeah, well,
So-
there's foods that aren't good for animals, but if they eat it once, it's not gonna fucking kill them. Like how people make this huge ass deal about chocolate and dogs. There's been plenty of times where our dogs have gotten a piece of chocolate off of the counter or something. It's not like deadly the minute they eat it. It's if they're eating it consistently.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
it's
whether
gonna-
it's proper chocolate, though, isn't it?
It's out.
Well, I'm
over
just
here, in
saying.
over here in the UK, it's proper chocolate, proper cocoa.
Yeah, real
Not
chocolate.
the,
none of
not the
this-
American fake stuff.
Well, we
Yeah.
have a lot
You know,
of
like
foreign
the Hershey.
chocolates over here too.
The chocolate that Hershey's makes is chocolate. It's just that they add I think it's ascorbic acid to it, and it gives it that
Yeah.
tangy cute flavor. But it's still chocolate. It's still the same chocolate. It's still made with pure cocoa beans, just like you.
Well, the thing we get a lot. You can go to the candy aisle in the stores and find tons of Swiss chocolates and different chocolates from all over the world.
Yeah.
That are just like there's actually a lot of chocolates that aren't even made here.
Yeah. I
By the
mean,
way, just
Ghirardelli is pretty good generic
Just-
chocolate.
the
Yeah,
war is
I
on.
agree with that. We've got that here too.
What?
The war is on, right? You know how you convinced child number 3 to talk American?
Yeah.
Well, there's an American couple that do American Reacts, and their child is going around talking all British. She goes into the shop. She goes, "I want sweets," and he goes, "You mean candy?" He goes, "It's sweets. Talk English."
We call it lollies over here. Ah, you've just reminded me.
Oh,
Were we
Michael.
talking about the whatchamacallit on this show?
Oh,
Yeah.
those are good.
Absolutely.
I love whatchamacallits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found one.
Yeah, they're
Have
good.
you, have you tried it? Yeah, you haven't tried it yet, have you?
Yeah, I have tried. Yeah, they were three for a
Yeah,
dollar.
it's just a light like Rice Krispie type texture. It's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. I hadn't tried them in 20, 30 years. Probably 40 years. Yeah,
know
I
what,
just looked down and there it was. I was going to bring it up and we got talking about something else. And then I just looked down and went, oh, that's it. That's what I want to ask. Because I didn't go there specifically to look for it. I went there to buy some stuff, looked down and saw it. And I went, we were talking about that on one, we were talking about that recently.
And
I'm going,
see, and that's why you noticed it. If you would have never been talking about it, you probably would have never noticed it there
yeah,
and thought to get it. You know what I'm saying? You probably have seen it there a million times and just never noticed it. But
Mhm.
because we were talking about it, you happen to see
Yeah,
it. And
it
you're
just-
like, oh.
it just
There they are.
sprung into my vision.
You know, my favorite candy bar has definitely become by far is the fucking Kinder candy bars. Those things are so good.
Right there, Bueno.
Yes, they're just light
Bueno,
and
yeah.
Chocolate
fluffy.
bar, not candy.
They're not heavy, like they're not a heavy candy bar. It's just
That's a
light and
chocolate
fluffy.
bar.
Wow.
Those are so good.
I'll call that
that
chocolate.
has become my favorite, and they have little bite-sized ones you can buy. It comes in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bag
yeah,
now.
yeah. You can get a little packet with bite-sized, fun-sized ones.
Yeah, I freaking dude, I fell in love with those things. Those are my favorite. Because I can't eat a lot of chocolate, otherwise my stomach gets jacked up. But those are just kind of light and fluffy, and they're not heavy, and
Yeah.
my stomach doesn't get jacked up from eating those. So I love those things.
Right.
They just taste amazing.
Justin, do you have a pocket watch?
Now,
Do you have
who the hell carries
a tape
pocket watches
measure,
anymore?
a piece of string with a ball on the end? Can you
I got
make
a
one?
tape measure.
That'll do. Just swing it in front of your eyes and go, I will call it chocolate, not candy.
Yeah,
No,
we're gonna
Tape
hypnotize
it
him.
until you fucking do it.
candy bar.
The chocolate bar.
It's the same as you call vacation holidays.
Holidays.
Because it's a
No,
holiday.
No, a holiday is
Hollies.
literally a holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Going on vacation means to leave your house and go somewhere. To leave your home.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if I hear another person call it vacay, I'm gonna strangle that bitch.
Going on vacay.
Okay.
I call
I
it
don't-
staycation.
I don't have a chain on it, but Justin, it's not candy. It's sweets. It's not candy bar, it's chocolate bar.
Yes, Donald.
Your
I will
eyes
start
are getting
calling-
heavy.
I will start calling David an ass. Yes.
You'll stop visiting the glory holes in the truck stop. It's not good for your breath.
Oh my God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Oh, there's Starbucks everywhere, dude.
We have, I think, 2.
I mean, everybody shits on Starbucks, but they make a lot of money, so they're obviously
They make a lot of money,
lot
but
of
they make
people out
shitty
there-
coffee.
A lot of people out there go to Starbucks, so every
Well, then,
Starbucks I can go to
well-
around here has always
well-
got a lime wrapped around it.
Over here,
It's
They-
Costco, Bree.
yeah, I reckon they put in about 20 different Starbucks, and about 12 months later, 18 shut down.
Yeah, same
Like
over here.
two left.
We've got 1 or 2 Starbucks, but they don't pay the tax, so piss off.
No, I
And
love
take
their
your coffee
vanilla
with
bean.
you.
Their vanilla bean shake is awesome. I love that because I don't drink coffee, so that's the only thing I go there for. But they put fresh vanilla beans in there, and then a vanilla ice cream and ice and the milk, and then they blend it up, and it's freaking delicious. I love
You
it.
mean vanilla flavorings because they won't put proper vanilla extract. It's
No, it's actual vanilla beans. You see the beans in it. You can taste them. You can actually see the vanilla beans in the ice cream.
You know there's no such thing as a vanilla bean. Vanilla's a stem, isn't it?
Mm. More of a stem than a bean.
Yeah. Stem, and you scrape it, and it's fucking expensive. They actually got security tags on vanilla extract over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go down all the extract aisle, and you'll see this big, massive shelf full of black things, and inside it is a little bloody bottle of vanilla extract. You're like, really? There's another one as well that's really expensive.
Saffron.
That's the one. That's
It's
fuck-
like $10,000 a kilo.
yeah.
Yeah, saffron is just
Yeah, they have a little box of it. It's probably 1 gram at best. It's like $20.
Is it easy to grow saffron?
I never tried.
I've got a balcony out there. I might try.
No, that's another one we done. Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Oh.
I've never done Tim Hortons either. That's a Canada thing.
Yeah. Don't mention Tim Hortons here. Laura's not happy.
Why?
Tim Hortons. Right? Did they close it down?
They didn't even open it.
Oh no.
They spent all the money doing it up, and then they made it the shape of a Tim Hortons and everything, and then disappeared.
Well, they're looking for somebody to take it over. You and Laura should take it over and run the business.
Hell no.
I can see you guys working in a coffee shop.
Yeah, I
can't
could
stand-
picture David. I could picture David doing that. He's a very friendly people person.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't stand
You'd be a
coffee.
great,
Right? No.
You'll drink
be a-
the way I made it, you son of a bitch.
yeah, you'd be a great barista.
I can't stand coffee, so no.
To answer a question, the Jim, I bought these for $2.50. They're usually $5, but they're on special.
You know they're just our penguins, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
And we get
We've had,
14
we've
for
had
£2.
this discussion before.
Yeah, we get 14 for £2.
What's that?
Them Tim Tams.
Oh, Tim Tams?
Oh, and that's
Yeah,
another
just
thing
held
as
up a
well.
packet of Tim
Could
Tams.
you all stop telling Laura what to buy? Because I'm fed up of going around bloody supermarkets and suddenly she
Okay.
disappears and
Trying to
runs
think
down
what
the
else
aisle.
I could.
No, she'll disappear, run down the aisle. Next time you see her, she comes back. She's like, I found Tim Tams. Whoosh, straight into the trolley.
Yeah, they're the original ones. There's 3 or 4 different flavors now.
You really don't get onions.
No, onions are bad.
Yeah. I let you sniff the tomato, but I'm not gonna let you.
Bad for
Even think
bad
about
for
onion.
animals. Good for me to eat.
Mm.
I can eat raw onion.
Yeah, I love raw onion.
Oh yeah.
I like eating it like an apple.
Yeah.
Then you'd like a special Jimmy sandwich.
Let's be honest, Jim. Tim Hortons was the worst thing to ever come out of Canada.
I don't know. I've seen a few Canadians.
They're fucking in love with that place.
I've never had it.
I've been to Tim Hortons a couple of times when I was up in New York, and like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't speak on their coffee, but the rest of it wasn't really any better than any other fast food place.
My son had it when he went to Canada. Went up that line of tech tips thing. He had some Tim Hortons, but he didn't much care for it.
Like I said, I had some of their food before a couple of times, and like I said, I can't speak on the coffee because obviously I'm not a coffee drinker, but their food, I mean, it wasn't any better than any other place to go grab a quick breakfast. I
It's
mean, it
just
was
fast
okay.
food.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh man, I gotta come back here.
Well, their
Like,
baked
drop
their
down
baked goods,
amazing.
their baked goods that go with the coffee seems to be a big seller. You know, like
Pastries always sell well at coffee
yeah,
shops.
different kinds of pastries. You know.
Mm. They're always the big seller.
Some onion, we'll do that. What else do I want to throw into? Throw in some garlic maybe. And roast some of the garlic in there with it.
Here's another one for you, Dominic. See if you get it.
Yeah. I'd
don't-
be getting
Jim's just-
that at Dodge if I saw that.
in Kissimmee. That's near me, Jody. That's about About a 40-minute drive. Not too far. Depending on traffic,
around
it
the
could be up to an hour depending on traffic.
Oh yeah,
But
traffic.
if traffic's at a nice pace, it'd take me about 40 minutes to get to Kissimmee.
If you get the rails run.
If it was in the middle of the night when there's no traffic on I-4, it'd probably take me 30, 35 minutes to get there. But you never know with I-4. Sometimes it's moving. Most of the time it's at a standstill. So it really depends what time of day it is. It could really add 20 or 30 minutes to your drive either way. The neighbors just put the house up for sale. Couldn't resist checking it out on Zoopla. That's our bloody cat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's how cats work.
Yep.
What the fucking hell won't it stop? There you go.
Pumpkin spice can use squash to make pumpkin pie. No difference in taste. Really? You can use squash to make a pumpkin pie?
Yeah, you can make sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, you can make a lot of any of those, but not the same.
Jim's swearing up and down there's no difference in taste.
No difference in taste, but there's a difference in texture.
Okay.
Like sweet potato comes out a little grainier.
Well, is it true that pumpkin, somebody told me not too long ago that pumpkin spice that comes in the can doesn't even actually have pumpkin in it. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't
It's
use
like
it.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I never actually looked, but somebody told me that recently and I can't remember who it was that said it.
Well, just do a search and find out.
Oh no. I mean, that's not broken. All right.
Oh, apparently you can make dog treats out of canned pumpkin. Make little dog biscuits for them. Guess it's really
Right.
good for them from what the.
Yeah, pumpkin is really good for them.
There's a recipe online to make pumpkin dog treats.
Nice.
Well, heck. My food processor attachment for my blender is busted. Oops.
What's busted on it?
The base on the food processor attachment is busted.
Time to get a new one, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
use it
all I gotta
enough?
do is I can get the base and food processor
Get the part.
attachment on its own.
One for you, Dominic.
That's, oh my god. Dude, that would be so bad if that was okay, if that's real. Either that or that could actually be a nice little joke you could put in it. Misspell it. I'm all jacked up, ate 4 Krispy Kreme donuts tonight. Jim said I'm going on vacay. There you go. Ready to smack a bitch, Dominic?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go and get my head down before Laura goes on Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm probably about 10 minutes away myself.
I was on Fortnite last night and heard David snoring in the background.
Yeah, and
I could hear you snoring. I was like, is that David sleeping? She goes, yeah.
I've not
I was
been
like,
feeling well for the last few days.
Yeah, all I could hear was you snoring in the background. I was laughing.
Well, got to keep the motor running overnight. Yeah, the doctor's not yesterday, day before, and I had a blackout and nearly took the whole doctor's surgery down.
Oh no.
You know, when you stumble backwards,
Hmm.
crashed into this stud wall thing, like all glass panels. I felt it go backwards and move forwards again. I was like, oops. So well. Sure, I shall see you all tomorrow, maybe. Oh no, I won't. I've got hospital tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, see you all Saturday.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good luck, Dave.
Not Laura,
luck.
because she'll be at the theme park, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that was what I was going to tell you. You know how Laura's got rid of a drone,
Uh-huh.
right? And one of the reasons was that every time she planned to use the drone, it freaking rained.
Yeah.
Well, she's got rid of it and said, now this will never happen. So she's bought tickets to take the nieces to the theme park on Saturday. Guess what?
Oh,
It's gonna rain all day.
you know what's funny is I told Laura, I asked Laura, I said, are you going to go on any of the rides? She goes, no, I don't really like going on rides because they make me feel sick. And I said, oh, I guess I'm not going to give you those Disney World tickets you wanted. Then she goes, wait, hold on now. Hold on.
Slam.
All of a sudden it was backpedaling. She was like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, but she only wants to go there to see Stitch. And probably kidnap him.
Just go over to your whatever your equivalent of Marshalls is, and you should find Stitch.
Yeah, catch you all later.
Bye bye.
Oh, she's got tons of Stitch shit. She's
By
got
the
a bunch
way,
of-
Andrew. Andrew,
Yeah.
this is how you leave. Goodbye.
Yeah,
I
since
did
Andrew
it.
don't say goodbye half the damn time when
Sorry.
he leaves.
My uncle calls the last second. I'm like, I have to close real fast.
What, are you not allowed to be on live streams or something? You sneaking around on the internet? Huh?
No, my uncle calls the last second. And then we usually talk for about 2 hours, and I have to close this.
Yeah, it was funny though. I asked Laura, I said, so I guess you don't want those Disney World tickets. Yeah, she backpedaled quick. She was like, no, I'll be all right. Yeah, I'm sure you would be.
Say, Dominic, I hear you guys have some crazy people at the airport.
We always have crazy people everywhere.
I heard somebody who walked out the emergency exit of an airplane in
Yeah.
Australia onto the wing.
Yeah.
Probably
Does he-
Dennis.
Yeah.
Does he get a fine for that as well?
I don't know what happened after it. I've only heard
Over here, if
it
you
happened
open
yesterday.
if you open an emergency exit, I think you get fined for it without
I
their
think you get
permission.
shot, probably.
Particularly if it's on the tarmac right by the gate.
Hmm.
Because one, you shouldn't be opening a damn door without them telling you first, unless it's an actual emergency. So what the hell was that passenger even thinking to begin with? Like they thought they just get up when the plane stops so they can open the door whenever they feel like it. Like, come on now.
I would hope it was on the tarmac. I'd hate to think it was in the air.
Well, yeah, there's a difference if it's in the air and somebody tries to open up one of the hatches. They're going to jail.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't.
I
well,
can't. Never mind go to jail.
you can't open them anyway because of the pressure.
Because of the pressure, but you know, some idiot would think they could open it, you know.
The only reason the
The-
Boeing plane's been having issues with the doors is because they redesigned them. Instead of keeping the same old design that they've had for years, they were redesigning the way that the doors close, and there was extra safety features that were
That-
in there to clamp the doors shut, plus the
That's
pressure on the outside.
a combination of quality and trial and error.
Hmm.
Yeah, but trial and error is not a good thing to have when you have people on board a plane, though. Like if you got something that works, then keep using it. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel just because you want to. That's stupid. If you got a door that's safe and has been working for decades, there's no reason you
No.
should change it. It's just like car manufacturers, right? This is why they have so many damn recalls on cars every year, because they keep wanting to reinvent the fucking wheel every year and add all these
Andrew.
new shit on cars. And there's no time to fucking test anything. And then they end up having a million recalls on the damn cars. And then they change shit that doesn't really need to be changed. They just do it to do it.
I don't think they're reinventing the wheel. My wife's got a brand new car and they're still around.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, the Austin Allegro had a square wheel.
Why?
It had a square steering wheel.
Why not?
Yeah. That was like the Teslas that they came out with that had the racing type wheel on them, and
Yeah.
yeah, people hated that thing. I think they actually did a thing where you could take it in and they'd change it out because it didn't have the full round part of the steering wheel. It was just two handles.
Yeah.
That's not always the best when you're trying to make turns either.
Well, full lock on a racing car is only about half a turn anyway.
Well, and then
Hmm.
there's like shit that they add to cars that really doesn't need to be there. It's kind of, they just do it to make it look fancy. Like one of the things they had, I think it was the F-150s maybe. They had that fucking the shifter in the middle. When you would be in park, it would like go down into the middle of the console and like fold itself down and stuff. It's like, why
Yeah.
did it need to do that? That's unnecessary. Like that's stupid.
Oh, they do
And
that. The Jaguar does that. It's a round gear selector, and when you turn it to park, it slots down. Yeah.
Right. And to me, that's a pointless feature to have because why does it need to go down? And two, they were having issues with it getting stuck and then people couldn't get it up in order to put the car in drive. To me, that's just a useless ass feature and it's just something else that's going to break in the car at some point, you know?
Yeah. I think it actually only went down when you turn the ignition off, come to think of it, and pop back up again as soon as you turn the ignition back on.
Now, this one, you would put it in park and it would go down, then you push a little button for it to pop back up. And then they were having issues with it getting stuck. And like I said, that's just, to me, that's a useless feature to have. It's just something you're putting in the car to make it look cool.
Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of stupid because that's just something else. Like I said, it's just another moving part that has a potential of breaking. And then we all know if it's the first iteration of something, there's probably going to be tons of flaws in it. And then, you know, something was designed poorly or something, and then they're going to have a recall on it. Then there you go. You got another problem with your car.
In fact, I think Mercedes do the same thing now as well.
I'm gonna jump off and get ready for the day. So we'll see you another time.
Later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I can't remember what truck it was. It might not have been the Ford. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I remember watching a video on it on YouTube, and they were talking about how it kept getting stuck. It was a while back.
Yeah, they do seem to think that things are a really good idea until they actually try to use it.
I see the breaking news, guys, is they just arrested another man in Arizona, Cochise County, who threatened to kill President Trump.
That's inciting
it's-
violence. So
If they arrested everybody that threatened to kill Donald Trump, the jails would be full.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there. He traveled there with a gun.
well, it doesn't matter if you go on the internet or you make that known and somebody reports you, you're going to get arrested. That's inciting violence. You don't even have to actually go through with it. If you just go on the internet and post something like that,
Mark,
you're going to get in trouble.
We can't talk bad about one presidential candidate unless we talk bad about the other one. This is need to be fair.
Right.
So
sorry, yeah. Well, I mean, even if somebody wanted to kill Biden, and they won't really need to do that because
okay.
anyway.
So, yeah, but Biden's not the presidential candidate, so we need to be okay. Obama, President Obama the other night made a joke about Donald Trump's penis size. Did you guys see that?
No, I did. I heard about it, but didn't see it.
Yeah,
No,
he said that they're making fun of crowd size, and he held his hands up and kind of moved them back and forth and looked at him like Trump is obsessed about crowd size. So made a penis joke. But I don't think that we should be deciding the president on who has the bigger penis. Because if that was the case, then Michael Obama would have been president instead of Barack. Wait, no, he's not presidential candidate either, so I can't say that. Okay, we shouldn't decide the president based on penis size, because if we did that, we'd just knock one out of Kamala's house and she'd win automatically.
Oh my God, there we go. There it is.
Okay, I think we're even.
Here comes the writer out of Don.
I don't understand why you call all of your ex-presidents presidents still.
You would say former president,
Mm.
but some people will just
If
say
you're being
president.
official, if you're being official, you'd say former president, but people still refer to.
Well, it's kind of like, why do they call any of your royalty by their titles, even though some of them don't have the title anymore? They still have it.
Well, they do still have it.
They
That
have the title.
That title is for life.
Well,
Well,
same
you
thing with the
get that-
president. Once you get elected, your title is for life.
No, as soon as your term of office ends, you are no longer president.
No, you
Yes.
might be a former president, but you
is?
will always be a president. It's like Jimmy Carter is still referred to as President Jimmy Carter.
None of
Well,
our ministers are still called prime minister after they finished.
Well,
Yeah,
your
that's
prime
just
ministers are
difference.
different.
Yeah, that's
Well,
just a
that's
different
what
way
I'm
of doing things. Yeah.
Well, and the thing is like, the thing is too, is like ex-presidents technically could be called back into office in a state of emergency because of their former experience too. You know, like presidents can still get the daily briefing that the current president gets every day. They still have a right to that, and they can ask for the daily briefing just like a acting president gets. So if they want to see what's going on, they have every right to ask for that every day, and they'll give them a copy of the same thing the current president looks at every morning. And that's because,
Well,
like I said, they could be called back in like a continuity of government type situation because of their experience.
Then they should call them a reserve president.
Well, I mean, the chances of that ever happening, it'd have to be a mass fucking.
The technical title would be former president. They
Yes.
wouldn't be still, but just in shorthand,
Right.
we
would
call
just be
president
yeah,
because we know, okay,
president.
we're talking about President Obama. We know who we're talking about.
Right. And I don't see the problem with them keeping that title anyway.
I mean,
that's kind of a.
do you still
accomplishment for
call
anybody to make
Queen Victoria Queen Victoria?
I've never had any need to talk to Queen Victoria.
No, but if you're talking about Queen Victoria, wouldn't you say Queen Victoria?
Very possibly.
Yeah, there you go.
But then again, that is a different title.
Okay, King Edward.
That's a potato.
Potato, you know.
Well, I don't know, does your royal family, do they just have government influence or do they actually have any government control?
They
are.
They don't have day-to-day influence, but if they wanted to, they could absolve Parliament.
Yeah, they can advise.
Yeah.
So would their prime minister be more like our Secretary of Defense then, in a way? where our president would be like their royal family?
The royal family is more like what our president is in the fact that the ceremonial position.
But they
It's
still,
like they have separated out the official duties to one person, and then the royalty kept the ceremonial positions. But
The king and queen
Court
is the
law.
head of state,
right,
whereas
so they
the
do greetings and
prime minister controls the government.
now let me
right.
ask you something, Mark, from somebody from England. Do you feel like you should just have the prime minister and your parliament and all that stuff? And do you feel like having the royal family as just a more of a showpiece is worth your guys' paying for that every year? Do you think you should still have that?
Yeah, I think it puts us in a different light to everybody else, to be honest with you.
So you feel like as a British citizen, it's worth your guys' money every year to pay for that?
They don't get that much.
Oh, I heard
I'm a little bit
I thought
offended.
their budget was like over $1 billion or something a year.
They don't get
Well,
as much as your president.
Our president doesn't get that much. He only gets paid $400,000 a year.
I'm kind of offended that Justin said, "Okay, let me ask somebody from Britain." Basically
'Cause he
saying, "Okay,
lives there.
shut up." Basically, you were saying, "Shut up, Dawn."
No, I wanted the perspective from somebody who's a citizen there. Like, do they feel like because it's more of a ceremonial position, should they still be worrying about that and paying for that and just focus more on an actual government?
There's a split. Some people still think that we should have a royalty. Others think we shouldn't.
I mean, from my outside perspective, I think it's a big waste of money. But that's just my opinion on the outside. But I don't live there, so I don't really have a say in it. You know what I'm saying? But I was curious what your opinion was.
Without the royalty, we would no longer be Great Britain.
But that's like I said, that's just my opinion from the outside. It seems like it's a big waste of money because your day-to-day government is what's running it, right? Parliament and your prime minister, all that. Because I mean, that'd be the same as us having the president and Congress and all that, but then paying for a royal family that's not really doing the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, but they are. They're still going around the world doing different ceremonial stuff and political.
Right, but
well, they do political stuff even though it's not officially political. So,
right, but I'm saying that's all stuff that could be done by your parliament and everything, right?
It wouldn't have the same effect, though, would it?
Why not?
The king coming to visit or the prime minister coming to visit? Which is the more...
Well, if I was from another government, just my opinion, if I was in another government and I was trying to work out, like, say, foreign policy, I think I would rather talk to the prime minister than the king if the prime minister is the one that's doing the day-to-day government operations.
Well,
I've
come back to bail Mark out.
If that was the case, then yes, we would send the foreign secretary rather than the prime minister.
But that's one of the benefits of having a separate head of state is that, yeah, if you have somebody that you don't want to actually deal with in an official political capacity, but you don't want to snub them, you have the head of state, the ceremonial head of state that can meet with them. And so you can kind of separate those things.
Right.
I've
come to bail you out, Mark.
We're not the only country with royalty.
No. But you guys are probably the most famous with royalty.
Right. Yeah. Can I just point out, one, they don't get 100 billion or any billion. They get 6 million. They get 6 million.
100 billion. I said I thought their operating cost was over $1 billion.
No, 6 million. But you have to consider how much they bring into the economy. You know, all the foreigners that come over here to see Buckingham Palace, see
Well,
the King,
yeah.
watching the changing of the guard, stuff like that. It brings in a lot more than we pay out to them. You know,
I mean, I kind of
if
see
you
that
took,
point,
if you
but
take the royal family away, London would collapse.
but I'm saying I'm talking about more from a government position, not more than I was.
They have no political sway in government. Everything's they have an opinion, and Prince Charles has made his opinions known. Yeah,
Mhm.
but they are supposed to.
Who?
They're supposed.
Who?
King
King
Charles.
Charles.
All right,
King Charles.
Well, hold on,
Okay,
Mark's
Mark,
trying
you
to
got
say
that too,
something.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Mark,
Hold
are
Did you
you
hear-
joking or are you trying to say something?
Did
He's
you hear me
joking.
start giggling, Mark?
David said Prince Charles instead of King Charles.
All right, Princess Charles. Right.
And even I started giggling when he did that. I was like, I'm gonna get him, and then Mark busted me.
Yeah.
Got ahead of me.
Yeah, but,
But-
you know, all of that is he might be King Charles now, but he was Prince Charles.
I don't
Correct.
hate everybody in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
I just
But he-
dislike David.
That's all right. They're supposed to keep the political opinions themselves. They don't vote, and it's all ceremonial. You know, and people go, well, all that ceremonial, like state opening of parliament and stuff like that. People pay thousands. TV companies pay millions just to show it. It's like, you know, if you want to pay for the pomp and circumstance of it all, great. We'll keep putting it on.
Like I know you guys aren't the only country with royalty, but you guys are probably by far the most famous in the modern time. You know?
That's because our monarchy is head of state of more countries than anyone else.
Because like especially like when Princess Diana was alive, she was big around the world. A lot of people there was a lot of fans of hers in the US. Like when she died, I mean, it was all over. That was like huge news in the United States.
That was a big blow for the royal family over here. That's where the big split came in and everyone was had enough. Because everybody knows the thing about James Hewitt and Diana and
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah,
You know-
everybody knows that Elizabeth had Diana killed.
No, they think it was Philip.
Well, it's kind of like a JFK conspiracy with hers, right?
There's always going to be that conspiracy. Whatever happened, there's going to be a lot of conspiracy about it because the way the royal family behaved around her. They didn't like
Yes.
the fact she was dating a Muslim. They didn't like the fact that she was still parading herself around the world, you know, talking
I
about
remember-
ending landmines and stuff like that.
James
Well,
Hewitt, Mohammed Al Fayed.
Well, if I remember the death correctly, she was being chased in a tunnel supposedly by paparazzi, right?
He was
Yeah.
being chased by
Vehicle.
paparazzi and the car hit the entrance to the tunnel.
Because they were speeding like crazy, weren't they? Doing like over 100 miles an hour or something.
Yeah.
Trying
Wow.
to get away from them.
That's what we was told.
Right, right. But that's what officially was reported. But like I said, it's kind of like the JFK thing. There's always
Yeah.
going to be all.
There's
these
always going to
conspiracies.
be a conspiracy because if a white mysterious car was involved in the accident with them, but that white mystery car was never found. If that car was involved in the same collision, then it'd be damaged somewhere. Why has it never been found? Why has it never showed up?
Pretty much every car in Paris is damaged.
But you know what I mean, though. Paris at the time was the CCTV capital of the world. So why is there no evidence of it? There's no footage, no nothing.
Because-
Apparently,
When did
all the
that happen?
cameras were not working.
Elizabeth had it scrubbed. Everybody knows that.
The cameras were not working. Really?
And when did that happen? That was back in what, like 94?
89, I think. It
No, it wasn't that long ago because I remember it
Yeah.
when it happened.
was 89.
No.
Oh, wait, no, it weren't. 97. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
I was gonna say because I
97.
remember it because my
yeah,
grandma
you're thinking
bought
of marriage was in the 80s.
Yeah,
then the
81,
reason
the
why
marriage.
Yeah,
Well, the
true.
reason I know that was wrong is because I remember my grandma bought everybody a copy of Elton John's CD when it came out.
Yeah,
Candle in the Wind. Everybody got a copy in their freaking in their stockings from my grandma because she used to give all the grandkids a stocking full of crap,
Well,
and then
that
you'd get one
wasn't
big
for-
present.
That was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, but he re-released it for Diana, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It
Yeah,
was, yeah, he redid it for Diana because, like I said, I remember to this day my grandma bought a copy for everybody for
Yeah,
Christmas.
and the other song that became popular because of it was Puff Daddy and Faith Evans.
What's up, JDS? How's it going, man? Behind the grassy knoll, exactly.
you don't think of it, but
It was behind the grassy
Queen
tunnel.
Elizabeth and Marilyn Monroe were the same age.
Princess Diana.
No, Marilyn Monroe and Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
JDS, that would have been the grassy tunnel, not the knoll. Yeah, no, I remember the Princess Diana thing because that was like big news over here when that
Yeah.
happened.
Everyone remembers where they were when when the news broke.
I don't.
I do.
I don't remember where I was, but I just remember it happening. I remember my grandma was glued to the TV, and then I remember a few months later when the Elton John CD got released, she bought everybody copies of it.
Yeah, because I remember I was at my friend's house 2 doors down. I went home. Everything was fine. I went home and turned the TV on. It just went, breaking news.
I think
And everybody
I mean,
knew
that was-
it was bad because all the news reporters were in black.
that was big news even over here.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, because she was very well liked around the world. She
Yeah.
had a lot of fans in other countries. There was a lot of people in the US that were big fans of hers, you know.
Go on. You want it out.
That's why a lot of people don't call Camilla Queen Camilla or Queen Consort. I mean, I know they tell us we can call her Queen Consort or you can call her Queen Camilla. I won't call her anything. She's Camilla to me. Because the rule
I thought-
was, back then, the rule was you couldn't become head of state if you had a divorce. But they changed it for Prince Charles, which I think is wrong.
Her name's, I thought you were talking about Kamala over here.
Well,
Camilla.
Officially
Queen
changed
Kamala.
it.
What would be our option?
Henry VIII got divorced at least twice.
Like
Yeah,
I
but
said,
he was
everyone
he was
pretending
in
the
power
world
at the
is
time.
hilarious.
You can't become head of state. Not
Come on, make with the
you're already
schnauzer.
head of state. You can't. You're head of state, but
Ooh,
can't become head of state.
Donald's got one of those nice KitchenAid mixers. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those things are expensive too, man. They'll run you a pretty, especially
Yeah,
if you get the name brand, the KitchenAid.
I got
ones.
that for free.
Is that the KitchenAid brand?
No. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got it for
those things-
free.
Those things are
Because
usually a
it
few
was-
$100s.
Yeah, it was leaking brown oil out of it. The grease had broken down. They'd stored it weird and the grease had broken down, so I just took it apart, repacked the bearings. Works perfect.
Oh, nice.
I want to
Oh,
get
yeah,
a grinder for the front of it.
Yeah.
I want to get grinder
Well,
attachment.
Because the cheapest ones on Amazon, I think, are around $200. They're fucking expensive.
Yeah. Mark, shall we tell him that you can get them for 20 quid over here?
A KitchenAid?
Yeah,
But they'll
that,
get-
them mixers.
And get mine.
They're not that brand, but them mixers, they're so popular over here that you can
No,
pick
you
up
can
20
get
quid.
cheap. You can get
it an
cheap
Orbital?
mixers, but the KitchenAids are very, very well built.
Yeah, the
But
KitchenAid, they
the-
haven't changed their attachment styles for years, so you can get older stuff for them still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ours
that's,
is
like,
like
you can-
T-File and Bosch and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
I
they'll
can go to
last
Walmart.
forever.
I can go to Walmart and get a freaking what is it? What's their brand? Walmart's brand? The I forget their
don't know.
brand, but I can go get a $30 mixer at Walmart that looks like that, but it's not a KitchenAid.
Oster?
Yeah, something like that. Because KitchenAid, like all their shit's made out of metal. It's not all plastic.
Yeah. Like I said, I was able to just take apart and repack it, and it was good. But if I wanted to, while I was in there, I could have ordered brand new bearings, everything for it. Still,
Like that's the type of mixer that a small bakery would use for if they wanted a small, nice mixer.
Yeah.
They wouldn't buy a little
you'd want to
shit one.
move up to a Hobart.
Yeah, you definitely want a bigger one.
But I'm
Any
saying that one would definitely get you by though.
That gets you good for a kitchen if you're cooking quite a bit in a home kitchen. If you're moving into bakery type stuff, that might get you started, but you probably want to move into a small Hobart.
Mm.
Oh, I know my
here,
uncle's
Spud.
bakery, dude. They had a mixer.
People
I
wanna
could
see you.
put-
Come on.
the two of us could probably get in the mixing
Come here,
bowl.
Spud.
He had a
All right, Michael.
massive asshole.
There you go, Michael.
Yeah, like mine's a Moulinex.
Woof woof.
Sunstar
Woof woof.
is
Woof.
another brand, yeah, that Walmart sells. Yeah,
I
that's
can't hear
another
you. I
one.
got my headphones in.
Oh.
What Walmart sell Brenda?
They sell Sunstar. That's another brand that they sell.
All right, now what?
They sell a few
I got
different
back-
ones.
Okay.
I just
We
can't
can't
remember
stay out
the
here
name.
forever. I
Of,
gotta go.
hold on. What's the name of their fucking? Hold on. Walmart kitchen brand. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is.
It's not the Oster, is it?
No, that's a name brand. It would be let me see. I know one of them is that they sell a lot of as a Pioneer one and stuff. They got a contract with her.
Oh, we got Pioneer over here.
Pioneer Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a KitchenAid from Walmart, the one that they have, it's a KitchenAid Classic Series 4.5 quart tilt head stand mixer. And that's $344. But like I said, it's
And
not a cheap.
And is that
mixer.
orbital?
It doesn't say. Let me look
Probably
on it.
is, but that's a good thing about having those stand
Yeah.
mixers is because they're usually orbital.
Comes with 10 optional heads, 59 touch points around the mixer.
Does it have a dough hook?
Here, hold on. Because like everything with these mixers are made out of like steel, the bowls, everything. Nothing's made cheaply. But this is the brand here.
Yeah, it's gonna be home in a little bit.
I don't see a dough hook.
Now it comes with 10 attachments. It doesn't say the.
Yeah, really, that is the wrong.
Oh yeah, that's an orbital.
And it's a 10 speed.
Except
So it
that
has-
orbital is the wrong. What's it? Description of the motion. It's
Called an
actually
orbital mixer.
it's eccentric, not orbital.
Okay.
But yeah, they're not.
If it was
cheap, though,
orbital,
but-
it would be going around a central point. That isn't.
No, it doesn't. The whole. It's
Yeah.
weird how to describe it, but yeah.
It's eccentric.
Okay.
But that's the thing is like that when you pick up one of those KitchenAids, they're heavy, they're well built. Like I said, everything's made out of metal. They're not cheap. They're definitely. I would say it's definitely a semi-professional mixer. Like Donald said, you'd probably move up to a bit better brand if you were doing real professional stuff. But if
All I
you're
know
somebody-
is that the Hobart, when we used to do that, the Hobart was described as an orbital mixer.
Oh, everything's described as orbital. I mean, they say it's an orbital sander, but it's still the motion it makes is not actually orbital.
But that's the type of mixer that if you bought, dude, and you used it every day, you'd probably get 20 years out of the damn thing. Versus you buy a cheap ass $30, $40 one, Walmart brand one, you'd probably get a year.
Yeah, and if you buy one of those, you do want to use it as often as you can to keep that grease mixed so it doesn't separate.
Or just like randomly run it every once in a while,
Yeah.
let it
Yeah.
let it run for about 20 minutes.
Not even that. Run it for a couple minutes and you're good.
Yeah, like I said, if you picked up one of those mixers, it's definitely a premium product. You'd be able to tell right off the bat. And if you're somebody that uses a mixer a lot, that would be worth the money. But there, like you guys said, you can buy over here. You can buy cheap knockoffs of anything. For you can go get a $5, $10 toaster at Walmart, or you can buy a $400 toaster. That's like more of a professional, I guess, type toaster if you want to consider it professional. Same with microwaves. Walmart has little $50 microwaves all day long you can go buy for like 40, $50. Or if you want like a real premium microwave that's got like a convection oven and air fryer and all that built in, yeah, you're gonna pay a couple $100. Like I had a really nice microwave before we moved from California. It was all stainless steel, really big, and it had an air fryer, convection oven, all this shit built into it. And it had an actual heating element on the bottom of it. So it was pretty much like an all-in-one. And that thing was probably like $300. And when me and Sarah were living in our apartment, one of the neighbors was moving, and he sold it to me for $20. And it was brand new. He only used it twice. He was used it for like he was in the apartment for like 6 months. We barely even stayed there. Like he would only be there a couple days a week, and he only used the microwave twice and sold it to me for $20 when he had to move real quick.
Well, that's me. That's me done. I've bailed Mark out, and Justin, keep your noise down when you're playing Fortnite.
No, you keep your noise down when we're playing Fortnite.
No, you keep your noise down.
No, David likes to sit.
You.
No, he likes to sit in the background and drill and saw shit and doing the vacuum.
Snore.
Could you imagine
Yeah,
me having to
snore.
live my life in my own property? And as for snoring, that's my sleep apnea, so nothing I can do about that
I
one.
think everybody that pretty much snores is considered to have sleep apnea, but a lot of
No,
people
I
don't.
definitely have sleep apnea. I've been diagnosed with it.
No,
I am
Well, I'm
forced to have a
saying
machine.
if you're a heavy snorer consistently, you pretty much have it though, don't you?
No, not
For the
always.
most part.
No, it can be anything from sinuses.
Yeah, just a sinus infection or anything like that, or sleeping on your back can make you snore. But it's when you're sleep apnea is when you're snoring and it's loud and you stop
So
breathing.
you have to like
Basically,
wear one of those masks when you're sleeping.
I'm supposed to, but I can't cope with it. So
Yeah,
no,
dude,
I
I've
don't.
seen some of them, and I'm just like, how the fuck do people sleep with those on, man?
Well,
That
the
annoys
first
shit out
night
of
when
me.
I got the machine, the first night, fine. In fact, I had the best night's sleep. The next night, the fucking thing just malfunctioned. It was blowing so much air into my face, I couldn't breathe myself. And I was trying to get it off, and Laura's looking at me, going, "What? What's up?" And I'm like, trying to pull this darn freaking mask off, and she's going, "Is it broken? Is it fucked?" I'm like,
In reality, all it was Laura rolled over on the hose.
yeah, probably. Or rolled over and turned it up because it's
Yeah.
it starts off on a low air coming through, and then it obviously as you need more and more.
So that's all it was. Laura just rolled over on the tube, and he was like,
I think
Yeah,
you can have sleep apnea without snoring as well.
you can, yeah.
Because all it is, sleep apnea is where your heart stops in the middle of the night.
You stop breathing in the middle of the night, and you
And
just
if it's
literally,
only for a fraction of a second, it just stops.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
that's when you get Laura going, "You're right." Yeah, thanks for waking me up now. Yes,
My mum's got it. I know
Justin, are you getting notifications?
no, because I don't have Fortnite pulled up.
No, because he doesn't have Fortnite pulled up. You've got 20 notifications. Check your messages, Justin.
She's spamming invites again.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she's changed it from check your messages to check your notifications.
Yeah, check your message, check your notifications, and your notification is check your messages.
She told you to check Messenger too.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I'm out.
I'm jumping off too. I'll catch y'all later.
Okay, we can shut her down if you guys are done.
Yep. In that case, I'll hang
Yeah,
around
can if
and
you
say
want.
goodbye.
It's half
Okay,
12
everybody.
here
Hey,
now.
thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning.
Take care, Donald.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Donald.
Goodbye, all.